just you and I.
Having gone over what we're going to cover in Domain 1, in Module 1.2, we're going to go over what is cloud computing and what are its key characteristics. The learning objectives for this module are to identify the 5 characteristics of cloud computing, explain how each characteristic enables cloud computing, and describe how the characteristics work in concert to enable cloud computing. The National Institute of Standards and Technology defines cloud computing as, cloud computing is a model for enabling ubiquitous, convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources, e.g., networks, servers, storage, applications, and services that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management, effort, or service provider interaction. Wow, that's a mouthful. Let's talk about how these 5 characteristics really bring cloud computing together. So the first characteristic is broad network access. Basically, without being able to access and share data over the internet, there would be no cloud computing. Now, without a connection to the internet and remotely hosted resources, cloud computing would not be possible. Second, on-demand self-service. What do you need? You can immediately get it yourself. You don't have to wait for anyone else to spin up the services you need in the cloud, and that's one of the major benefits of cloud computing. Resource pooling. This is the ability to use the same hardware to help multiple cloud customers at one go. Metered services. Basically, you only pay for what you use. Your cloud provider will keep track of how much computing services you're using or how many servers you're spinning up in the cloud, and you'll only pay for what you really need. Then the final characteristic is rapid elasticity. Basically, if there's greater demands on your application or you need to spin up more development environments, you can rapidly do that using cloud computing. Now this diagram kind of shows more succinctly how these 5 elements work together. As you can see, the larger bar at the bottom, resource pooling, really conveys why that's an important characteristic. All of these other aspects of cloud computing really work well in concert because resources are shared amongst different customers coming in and utilizing the cloud. So these shared resources really make it cost effective for everyone to use the cloud as a use case for them. All right, quick question. What are the 5 characteristics of cloud computing? 1, broad network access, on-demand self-service, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured threat services. 2, broad network access, on-demand self-service, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured/metered services. And finally, broad network access, on-demand self-service, resource separation, rapid escalation, or measured and metered services. The answer? B, broad network access, on-demand self-service, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured/metered services. Those are the 5 characteristics of cloud computing. Okay, in this video, we've covered the 5 characteristics of cloud computing, which again are broad network access, being able to access servers remotely through the internet, on-demand self-service. You can access and start provisioning things as soon as you want to. Resource pooling. The cost benefit comes from utilizing shared computing resources across many customers. Rapid elasticity. You can spin up environments or break them down as fast as you really want to or need to. Measure and meter services. You only pay for what you use. We covered how these characteristics enable cloud computing and also the benefits of cloud computing based on some of these characteristics. See you in the next module.